All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Spring Band Concert. We are so happy that this thing is going. Let's give it up for the students right now because we are outside and we are performing tonight. Well, these students are ready to rock it this evening. Again, we have 4 groups. If you just arrived, we have a beginning band group, and just really quickly about them, we are fortunate to start our beginning band group this year. We normally get up and running in September, and this year we had that postponed slightly, but we got rocking in March. These students have only been playing about 9 or 10 weeks. Normally, they don't put on a concert until about 18 or 19 weeks. So they are doing some really extraordinary things this evening. We also have our concert band. We've been very proud of them this year. They've been challenged with music, along with our symphonic band and our jazz band. So you guys are in for a treat this evening. Really quick, there's been a lot of help that has gone in to make this work. We are very thankful to have a very supportive administration and school board that supports our program, supports music education, and what it does in our students' lives. Because it truly does shape them, shapes their thinking, and builds tremendous friendships for years to come. We also want to thank Keegan. Keegan's back there on the camera. Thank you, Keegan, for being here this evening. He was able to make the live stream possible for everybody. So folks at home or folks actually out of state right now, that is in your email. So if you want to quickly jump on that or forward that, family members, you're more than welcome to do that. So we're going to get started right now with our beginning band. We're going to have a quick little stage shift right after this for our jazz band group, and then it will go from jazz concert band, jazz band, symphonic band on out, okay? We turn it over to Mrs. McBride. And then this is just a final reminder to everybody, and we mentioned this before, but let's just be mindful of our social distancing and please keep our masks on throughout the evening. The beginning band is going to be kicking off with 3 songs that they worked very hard this year. So without further ado, let's give it up for the beginning band and give them a big round of applause. 10 weeks right here. And that was just a snippet of what they've been learning throughout sectionals and morning rehearsals. So beginners, we are very proud of you. One more round of applause for these students who've been working so hard. We're going to have a quick set change, and this is going to be the only one for this evening. So what we're going to ask our beginners to do, they're going to close up their folder, they're going to put their instrument away in their chair, and then they're going to make their way back to their families so we can listen then to the concert band, jazz band, and the symphonic band, as that is the next progression that your child will be part of. A quick moment. We're asking for a couple of the parents who arrived here early, if you could please come up. We're going to be sanitizing a couple things here so we could switch this around for some of the students as well. Close to 7 o'clock will be our awards ceremony as well too. So something to look forward as far as that. All students will be getting an award this evening for all of their great efforts and all of that they have accomplished. So let's get ready for our jazz group right now. Concert band will follow that, and we will finish with symphonic band.
Why are you raising your arms up?
Do not mess with me.
All right, we are ready to move on to our next group performing tonight. We have our 7th and 8th grade jazz band. These are actually a year-long class that these students had signed up to be in. And in that class, they have learned numerous different types of jazz style. So we're going to be performing 3 selections for you tonight. Our first one is going to be Can You Dig It, featuring Jacob Nenza soloing and Benjamin James. Our next song is going to be St. Louis Blues, featuring 3 soloists, Matthew Berry, Benjamin James, and Jacob Nenza. And our third song is Swing Fever. Please enjoy.
Okay, we'd like to continue. Oh, they're. Check one, check one. I think I just need to get closer. Okay, we're going to continue with our concert band. This group is done a wonderful job, as we know that we've only really been rehearsing these last couple months, as all these groups have. And this is a selection, just a selection of 4 songs that we've been working on just the last couple months with them. We'd like to start off with a great march, and then some really fun stuff. Top Secret, it's like a Spies Like Us type of song, and then finish up with our Star Wars. So this is our concert band, comprised of 6th graders. Let's give them a round of applause. right, before we move on to our symphonic band, how about that concert band one more time? Let's give those students a big round of applause. Great job, guys. Concert band students, just so we are aware, we're going to remain in our seat right now. Our instruments are away. Percussionists, you guys may take a seat. Now our symphonic band is going to perform, okay? Check. All right, we're ready to go. Symphonic band. It's been a pleasure working with these students as well with the others this year. They've certainly accomplished a lot. They're taking on some pretty challenging literature for the little time that they've had. There's a lot of moving parts to this music. Some of it is very, very quiet and outdoors. Can be a little tricky to hear. But just so certain, so proud of these students and what they've accomplished this year. So this is our symphonic band. We're going to start off with a wonderful piece entitled Heaven-Sea Castle. Bravo Symphonic Band, congratulations. All our performing students this evening, congratulations to all you guys. Concert band, could you please stand? Our jazz band is included in here, and our beginning band who are with your families, if you guys could please stand. Let's recognize all of our performers this evening. Congratulations, and we did it. We are performing live. This should not take too long at all. Our plan is to have all of the students go sit with families. We're going to break this down really quickly here and start our awards presentation. So just hopefully 5-10 minutes, we'll get started. Once again, if you did not take a look at the slide presentation, please take a look at the QR code, on your program, and we'll be with you shortly. Students, if you could please find your families, make sure that we're seated with our families so we're socially distanced. And again, a reminder of just our masks so we could all be there. Before we open up, there's a whole lot of people that make every moving part work. And again, we already thanked our administration, school board. We really appreciate all that they do. We have a couple board members. Darcy Nenza's here this evening. Thank you. Julie Barry is here this evening as well. Thank you. And we do have a band parent board. And I just want to recognize them really quickly. We do meet monthly. And as an extension of that board, there's a lot of bloodline to that people help with various things throughout the year. So there are many, many helping hands that make this work. Really quickly though, Mark Couch, could you please raise your hand? Thank you for your presidency this year. Julie Miner, could you please raise your hand, Vice President? Thank you, Julie, for everything. Kim James, taking notes as secretary. Thank you so much for being part of the board. Paul Larson, keeping our books in order as the treasurer. Thank you so much, Paul, for everything. Hospitality Director Kelly Walsh, who put so much work into this as the evening as well. Kelly, thank you so much. George Loaiza, Transportation Director, thank you so much for everything that you've done this year. Bernadette Haas as well, as far as Uniform Director, thank you so much as well. And our Business Director, Julie Canjo, thank you so much with the fundraising and so forth. Thank you board members for everything that you've done, and thank you parents. Thank you for the encouragement of practicing every day. It's certainly not always the easiest thing to do, but you see the result and what the students grab from it. So thank you so much, especially heading into summer. We find that that is the largest growth that the students have in the summer, because there's that no school, a little bit more free time throughout the day. So please keep your child moving. You could see throughout the progressions of the band this evening how quickly they learn. So it's truly amazing. And then also, I want to make mention to our freshmen. It was very difficult at the end of last year to do some cancellations. And we wanted to make sure that we recognized them this evening. There's a lot of freshmen that were able to make it. There's some who weren't because their high schools are doing different evening events throughout this week. But there's going to be some freshmen that we're going to recognize everybody this evening. But we want to certainly make sure that we remember all that you did and all that you have learned throughout your 4 years. And we know that your freshman year is going well. Thank you for parents for keeping on sending those emails and telling me all the things that they're rocking. So freshmen, thank you for everything that you've done. And tonight's your night as well. Freshmen, thank you. We have our 2 drum majors here. We rely on these students quite a bit throughout the year. Celia Lindocken and Benjamin James. And they just wanted to take a couple words before we hand out all the words.
The 8th grade class wanted to recognize you two and the amazing work you've done for us the past 4 years.
We know this past year and a half have turned out differently than anyone could have thought, but you two tried as hard as you could to make the time as normal as possible, and it has not gone unnoticed.
From when we started with band, your passion for the subject has been palpable. It shines through every day and rubs off on us. This year, we started with smart music, which may not have been everyone's favorite, but you two have tried with great success to make everything better.
On Wednesday of last week, when we had our last morning rehearsal, we thought back to when you taught us how to play our instruments for the first time. It is always a pleasure to think of how far we have come thanks to your guidance.
We have here some biscotti and gift cards to you from all of us and our families. It's a small token of our appreciation, but we wanted to thank you with more than just words.
You've taught us more than music. You've taught us skills to treasure for our whole lives. Thank you, Mr. Freeland and Mrs. McBride.
Thank you, drum majors, and thank you, students. Thank you, parents. Okay, we're going to get started with our first year award. I'm going to hand the mic over to Mrs. McBride.
All right, so when you hear your name called, this is going out to our 5th graders. You're going to get your first year band award for completing your first year in band. When you hear your name called, please come on up. You're going to get your award, and then we are going to form a line across the front, and I'll kind of help you guys to stand in the right spot. We're going to grab a picture of all you guys at the end, and then you'll sit back down with your family. We do have a photographer, our band president, Mr. Couch. We'll be taking photos of each group that comes up, and we will be sharing those photos out with all families. All right, without further ado, when you hear your name, please come on up. This is our 5th grade. Sarah Agan, Noah Anaya, Nadia Andrizia, Caden Campo, Riley Carone, Colton Kuela, Ari Dieters, Hidayah Diab, Silas Engelhardt, Max Estrema, Addison Fitzer, Grace Gaynor, Ashley Gabor, Liam Geist, Mason Halco, Jackson Harris, Nathan Holbrook, Zoe Holsinger, Cara Kenny, Arij Gatab, Elo Kilpatrick, Joel Isuku, George Luss, Megan Lloyd. Brief pause. All right, here we go. Johnny Lopez, Paul Lauschek, Adele Luxterkamp, Charlie Malone, Logan McNaughton, Natalia Parr, AJ Pavlowski, Margot Perel, Nathan Pilarski, Braden Reinhardt, Hannah Roca, Misha Rodriguez. Find your name on the folder. One of the folders has your name on it. Here we go. It's in alphabetical order. So look over on the other side. Grace Samborski, Robbie Sayori, Tristan Scott, Reagan Stubbs, Nyla Undi, Godwin Uadia, Autumn Besley, Lily Watson, Rylan West, pause. Ronan Wilkins and Olivia Zaker, come on up. Come on, right. All right, let's give our 5th grade a big round of applause. Please just for another second, okay? All right, fifth grade, congratulations on a great year. Please go ahead and head back over to your family. Congratulations, guys. Okay, our next awards are going to be going to our students who have completed their second year in our band program. Students, when you guys hear your names called, same thing, please come on up to receive your award. And we're going to form a straight line across the front so we can get our photo. All right, first up, Gavin Vanahan, Caleb Sedeno, Chris Coppola, John Darling, Casey Edwards, Angelo Yosef, Max Fredrickson, Justin Freeman, Abby Gallagher, Noah Graham, Marnie Heminger, Rayanne Jabber, Nolan Kazmierek, Ashley Canjo, Zach LeChance, Liz Lopez, Benjamin Luxterkamp, Hannah Marusar, Haley McCarthy, DJ McCarthy, Matthew Nenza, Delilah Nutting, Callie Panazzo, Joel Ricard, Elliot Reese, Renee Saluter, Diego Schmollinger, Riley Stein, Viviana Trago, Kevin Vargas, Juliana Vivros, and Veronica Wilkins Murillo. All right, let's give our second year band students a big round of applause.
We'd like to move on to our third year. These students have done an exceptional job this year. And as your name is called, please come on up. Taylor Couch, who's also a concert band vice president. Reagan Dorr, Izzy Garces, Brady Larson, Patrick McLean, Gabby Perez, Hunter Pittman, Giselle Ovella, Jacob Podorski, Cassandra Rissel, Claire Sopchak, Maddie Stringham, Carter Vogt, Ryan Walsh, who's also a concert band president, and Dash Wilson, who's also a concert band secretary. This happens to be one of our smaller classes, however, it is a mighty class. These students have really done exceptional work this year. So great job, 7th graders. Awesome, guys, congratulations. Feel free to head back to your family. All right, our 4th year award. Before we go on to our current 8th graders, let's recognize our freshmen once again. These students will not only be getting their plaques, but pins as well. Nathan Akai, and some of these students obviously may not be here, but if you are here, please come on up and get your plaque. Nathan Akai, AJ Bloom, Michelle Brewers, Gavin Crook, Connor Crow, Violet Dorr, Alex Escalana, Zoe Gatto, Paul Gotze, Tess Greenan, Gianna Haynes, which is also number 11, who marched that in Walt Disney World a few years back, Ryan Candro, Caitlin Kirk, Rebecca Conrath, Bella Lucia, Emily O'Connor, Jackie Padilla, Joe Pellegrino, who is also Symphonic Band President, Meta Puret, who is also Drill Team Captain, Tina Roloff, Bartek Rozak, Hope Samuelson, Alexis Schleiman, Atiana Schmidt, Maxim Sirik, Tess Van Wyck, Emily Vesley, which is one of our drum majors and symphonic band secretary, Sydney Wallach, who is also our symphonic band vice president, Mackenzie Warner, and Tommy Walsh, who is our other drum major and our John Phillips Sousa Award winner last year. Let's give them a round of applause. Freshmen, we miss you.
Oh my gosh, you guys got it. Oh my gosh. What's going on?
Our fourth year awards for 2021. And you guys are going to be getting your plaques and your pins. Matthew Berry, Connor Carrig, Jace Carroll, Ian Dahl, Shane Gable, Eric Grames, Ian Haas, Benjamin James, Madison Kilmartin, Aria Kohler, Celia Lindocken, Emma Lueza, Annabelle Manny, Skylar McClintock, Aaron Miner, Brittany Marino, Jacob Nenza, Brian Paladin, Adrian Perez, Anthony Paziano, Gavin Ringer, Ronaline Rona, Juliana Rubio, Angelina Sandoval Proctor, Lucy Schweider, Josh Standish, Evelyn Stringham, Sarah Torres, and David Shike. We are also inviting up Annie Lloyd, who has done an exceptional job as our jazz band rhythm section player. Come on up, Annie. '21 eighth graders, congratulations. Thank you so much for everything that you have done, your excellent musicianship, and just being amazing people. We are going to miss you next year. Round of applause for those guys. Thank you so much, eighth grade. We just have a few more awards here. We want to say goodbye to a couple parents first. Last year, each year we say goodbye to parents who have been on the board and volunteered so much of their time, and I think some of those parents are here today. If not, we want you to know how much we appreciate everything that you've done. Last year we had some graduating parents. They were Sean Crow, who worked with transportation, Jen Gotze, and Andy Sirik as well. If you guys are here, if you guys could come on up just so we can give you a high five, or COVID high five, that'd be great. Yep, and this year, graduating board parents. These parents as well have served on our board, and thank you for everything that you've done. You're going to be dearly missed next year as well. Julie Berry, thank you for serving on the band parent board. Please come on up, Julie. Bernadette Haas, we're gonna miss you as well. If you could please come on up. Kim James, if you could please come on up as well. George Loaiza, and Julie Miner. All of you guys, we're gonna miss so much. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you guys so much, I appreciate it. Jamie Vesley, are you out there too? Oh my gosh, please come on up, Jamie Vesley. I'm so sorry. You as well, graduating parent. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. Okay, we just have a couple final awards. You've already heard them speak. The amount of time that they put in and their energy is superior, unbelievable. And although that we didn't march this year, these students kept themselves busy warming up the groups and really working hard to support one another, which is truly, as they said so eloquently, what band is about. Band is about relationships, building friendships, growing together as a team, and the collection of great habits that you're gonna have for a lifelong. These two students expressed them in so many different ways. You're gonna be really missed next year. Drum majors Benjamin James and Celia Lindocken. Come on up, guys. You did an unbelievable job this year. Their awards were actually in their folder, but we wanted to still have them come on up and be recognized. Each year we give out a top award. It's called the John Philip Sousa. We know a lot about John Philip Sousa. He certainly is a major part of our band history. And one of the things that we often talk about, not only with the students, but it's certainly written down in history, is that John Philip Sousa was not only an incredible musician, but even more so, he was an amazing leader. And the reason why so many people know John Philip Sousa other than Henry Fillmore or Carl King or any other of the march composers is not certainly because he wrote more than anybody, but he was such a leader, brought his band on tour, and he played his own music around, so everybody knew him. And he pumped up his band, and he shared his music and kept it alive throughout those times. So the John Philip Sousa Award goes to not only a great musician, but a great leader. And this is always a very challenging thing because there was a lot this year. This 8th grade class is extremely talented. There is one student that did stand out and is the recipient. This student's name will be on a plaque inside Central Middle School main office, as all the other years dating back to the 1960s through 70s. And it will be there forever. They will be going home with a plaque as well too. It gives us great privilege to announce the recipient of the 2021 John Philip Sousa Award to Benjamin James. Give him a round of applause, please. Thank you, everybody, and I know this is a long evening, but again, I'll say we did it. We performed live. Thank you for all your help. Have a wonderful evening, and congratulations, graduating class.